This is Wizardshack. It's a podcast of sorts. So they say.
Hey, what's up? We're live. Episode 99. Almost getting to 100 here. Kind of crazy. Didn't realize we're at that many.
99 from... Because we got more than that.
We have more than that, but that's like the official, like, when we started kind of doing these streams like this and not like gaming shit.
Well, but we also had like strictly YouTube stuff too.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for a while now, actually. Like just the whole content creation stuff. Because started out doing like movie reviews.
Yeah, no, we started kind of doing that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's true. We've kind of like... Oh, I'm trying to get... I can't say the certain thing on Twitch for some reason. That's crazy. I can't say Magical Negro Society, which is what's the name of the movie.
I wonder if they know about that.
I don't know, man.
You should tell them, because that might be an issue for their marketing.
Maybe, man. I mean, because that's they ain't doing good. That's for sure. For sure is that they ain't doing good. I was trying to stream to kick.com, but I guess my whole thing is fucked up with that. I'll have to fix that one time. But that's a whole thing. I joined kick.com. But
I've never heard of it.
Not working. Yeah, I mean it's a beta system, so I think it's kind of new. It's Mixxplex was saying about it, how it's I think it was like made by creators or people that just got... Was that?
Is it Canadian?
No, I think it's just like for gamers or people that have been kicked off YouTube. It's like because there's tons of that, man. Like, you know, there's certain things you can't say. You can't stream things.
We haven't had any gaming related shit in a long time. I think the last thing was that Harry Potter game.
Yeah, and I only like went so far on that. I don't know, kind of like
you know what? The player creation stuff was
the funniest
good
thing.
Enough.
Yeah,
because it was like ridiculous. Some of the people you can make.
Yeah, I've been tempted to play that Baldur's Gate game, but I feel like I'll just do the exact same thing I did for Harry Potter, where I just like play it for like one time and then don't play it again, and then it's not worth like spending $60 on it. I probably spent like $100 on that Harry Potter thing, so I think I bought it like before release. Yeah. And I think I got like the deluxe pack or some bullshit.
I feel like when I was buying games, it would cost like $40 or $60.
Yeah, that actually really hasn't changed. It's about the same price it's been, which is surprising. That hasn't really changed.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. I used to... Well, I have that 3DS. It was like the golden Zelda version.
Yeah, the one I think I sold you.
And I used to play... I still
gave to you.
Sometimes play Pokemon. They like shut that service off a couple days ago.
Oh, like you can't do any like connecting with other people?
It's fucking... It's
really?
Because
I'm surprised because I thought there was still like a little bit of a community on there.
It is. I would get games like all the time, and it's gone now. And I put like a lot of work into that shit because, you know, well, I don't know if you know this, but like in Pokemon, to get like really good shit, you have to like breed it, and you have to get EVs and IVs that are like maxed out. And I went through all that fucking shit. It's sort of like twinking in WoW.
I see. Shit.
Yeah. So like my team is like ridiculous, you know. Like I put a lot of work into getting it. And now
Dude,
I can't even use it anymore or log on.
Yeah, I'm looking at the customer support. They announced on April 8th, 2024, online playing functionality for both the 3DS and the Wii U software will be discontinued.
Well, you know why they're doing it? They just released this big patch on the new game, and
they want you on there.
They're force feeding everybody who used to play on every other version into this one.
No, I mean, the truth is also like there it's servers and shit. Like it's server space. That should only last for so long. I kind of get why they would take it down, just because they want to 3DS is how old now, and Wii U is how old now?
I don't even know, like 20.
Well, 3DS came out in 2011.
Yeah,
that's when those servers went up in 2011. So it's
my team was like ridiculous too. I would go like matches.
Well, you got to be able to play those games on the Switch now. I'm pretty sure.
Like I would go like
got to be on Switch
over like a 20 match streak. I would go like 18-2. Like my shit was just like dominating, and there were like a couple people that I would get all the time, and they were like my rivals, like enemies.
Well, hold on. Is your
every time I play them was like really close matches, and I'd lose most of the time too.
Is your roster, whatever your roster of Pokemon, are they attached to an account, like a Nintendo account? Because then you might be able to play that on the Switch and still access it.
Like, I don't know.
Chance it's like it's shut down, but they really just want you to be on Switch, and then you could use your same account with the same shit. There's a chance of that.
Some of the
there's got to be a way to.
Pokemon that I had were from other people. Like I think I got a couple from Tom's stuff, like because you could do like trading and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh, I remember. Yeah,
I think actually you might have traded me a couple of them too, because I needed someone to buy the other version of the game so I could get them.
Yeah, I mean, is that the X and Y? Because I did like that game. Wait, is that the one that's? Is that the one that's got the? What's the game that's got the Hawaiian shit? Is that one?
The Alolan stuff.
Yeah, that's the best. I think that was.
I think that was
my favorite Pokemon game.
It's tough because
I think
they all kind of blend together. But I can, if there's like stuff that shows like timetables and all that kind of stuff for it, but I can't remember which one that was. I've also used like a lot of emulators too.
Oh, also, speaking, I wanted to get into this first because this is important. I have to like catch up on this. I actually have Google alerts on this, but some Rachel Zegler. Everybody loves Rachel Zegler. We're huge fans of Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, we're Zegheads.
Zegheads, yeah, yeah. That's good. Yeah, I like that term. But Rachel Zegler, I got this alert last night, real late, and I was like, oh, I got to see this. She's flaunting her sexy beach body in green bikini in Mexico. So I was like, I'm on board with that. Being a Zeg,
I don't know. Is that I feel like she's just feeding the patriarchy that's gonna fuck her over.
She kind of is. She ain't looking bad. I'll say that. I don't want to see that, but well, she ain't looking that great here. Not in this photo. Get the photo where you're like, yeah, this photo you're looking all right. She's got a goofy face though. She's got a goofy face.
Well, I feel like it's just because of her expressions. Yeah, I guess she got tired of all the woke shit and just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna turn into an IG horse.
This is what you do. I mean, I'll give her this. She's really fit and looking good.
Yeah, no, my issues with her have never been on how she looks. It's just her being really obnoxious.
Yeah. This is what you do though. Same with Brie Larson. It's like you or like who did this the best is that what's her name from the Hunger Games?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, how she like everyone started hating on her because remember she said I'm the first action star, and then everyone's hating on her, and then she does a movie where she shows her tits. That's exactly what you do. Then everyone will love you. That's all you need to do. That's like, and here you go, Rachel Zegler. Then also I saw this because she's so quirky. Like she had this video she posted on this, and I was like, oh, this is. Oh, it froze. Her pure beauty froze that. Here you go. Oh wow, it doesn't want to play this.
Do you think when I don't know, they sign up for like whatever Hollywood actor like contract thing an athlete might get, they have to do like a post a day or some kind of thing, or
she doesn't do that many. I noticed she doesn't do that many.
Well, I know this. When they're trying to do promotional stuff, they'll go fucking crazy.
She loves this. This is the second time she's posted a book by this Joan Didion, though. I'll say that. So I see she loves that book.
Okay.
She posted this Arrested Development slut picture too, so I was like, that's is she a slut? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt she's a slut. She probably doesn't give blowjobs. You get that vibe from certain women that like they're too good for a blowjob. That's her there. Ziegler's too good, and you know what?
Well,
I support that,
It
Rachel.
is kind of demeaning.
I support that, Rachel. But yeah, that's our news, and that's our news and Ziegler.
Very
That's
submissive. Yeah,
news and
but
Ziegler. Gotta get it in.
more,
Gotta get it in.
That Snow White movie, is that shit ever gonna come out?
I thought it actually, with the way we were talking about it, I thought it would have been out like pretty soon. I mean, I feel like we were talking about that almost a year ago. So, I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna be like it's not gonna, like I've said it for a while. It's not gonna go to theaters because it's got such a backlash. Oh, it says 2025. All right, Disney does have his time slot for it, so they have that. All right, yeah. First thing here, this is tragic news, and it happened yesterday. Everyone's favorite Buffalo Bill, OJ Simpson. R.I.P. OJ Simpson.
Did he
How do
win
you
the
feel
Heisman
about
Trophy?
Heisman winner? I mean, dude. I mean, this was back at a different time when they would run the ball more, but getting 2,000 yards a year, I think multiple times, maybe even like consecutively, like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I think
his stats are crazy. Like,
Eric
but then they run the ball more.
Eric Dickerson was the one that broke his record.
I mean, they didn't pass like they did. You know?
I mean, you know what's fucked up though? Is like he's not remembered for being like a Hall of Fame level running back. Like that shit is just completely forgotten.
I think that's because of the scenario. Oh, I don't know. I guess it's a good point, man. Because he
they
retired
back then. I think
retired
he
in '79,
first overall, if not top 5.
Well, I'm looking at his stats and shit. It was from his main year. He only hit 2,000 yards once. 72. He was 1,200 yards.
And did he get any
that year?
Yardage and stuff like that? Was he used
not
as a receiver?
Much? I mean, he had his best receiving year at one point where he had 7 touchdowns. But the 2,000 yard year,
he had 7 receiving touchdowns.
That is 1 year. Oh, actually,
he had 7 receiving TDs in a year.
Dude, he had
That's fucking nuts.
So listen to this year. It's 1975. He had 1,800 yards rushing, 16 rushing touchdowns, 426 receiving yards. Not that many, but 7 touchdowns receiving.
When you're talking about 400 is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty good. I mean that year is fucking crazy.
Shit, man.
That's nuts.
I'm not. Now it makes sense why so many people give him a pass.
Oh, I mean, his college stuff is crazy too. His college.
That's like some Daniel Tomlinson shit right there.
Oh, and he's awesome, dude. He's fucking. He was 6'1", 220 pounds. He's like that. Brandon. He's that type of running back that's long gone. I mean, Derrick Henry's like the freak now for that, but that was like kind of the standard running back.
Yeah, but Derrick Henry's not getting receiving production like that.
Not like that. But I mean, I'm looking at, to tell you the truth, most of his years, he wasn't getting that much receiving. That was like a standout year. It was like that was the year. That was pretty much like the only year.
People that do that kind of shit. It's like McCaffrey.
That was the only year he really had.
Le'Veon Bell, Marshall Falk, Daniel Tomlinson. There's a lot of not a lot of motherfuckers going 1K.
This is exclusive. I do have the death footage when OJ died.
Yeah, we got it. Well, TMZ got it, and then we got the leak.
We got the leak. Here you go.
Kill him.
That's good acting stuff. Poor Nordberg or whatever his name was in that.
It's
Nordberg.
weird. Also, like before he died, maybe a week or so ago, I was watching them talk about that spy movie, spoof movie, the people from Airplane made.
Yeah.
The Zucker brothers.
Yeah,
Actually,
Zuckers.
it's the Zucker brothers, and there's a third guy that I can't remember his name.
Wait, in Naked Gun?
No, they're talking about Airplane and the spy movie with Val Kilmer.
I don't know the third. It could have been Bruce Valanche. You always have to assume it could be Bruce Valanche if there's a third. Two guys, there's gonna be a third. It's gonna be Bruce.
Yeah, we gotta find some good Bruce Valanche clip to mix in.
Yeah, I don't think it's funny. I'm sure like any millennials, they don't know who the fuck Bruce Valanche is. That's they probably don't even know like the South Park reference to Bruce Valanche. Oh yeah,
He was the best guy. He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
What is that, Boston?
that's in New York. Talking about John Gotti. It was when John Gotti got killed. In
Oh, that wasn't even about OJ.
no, that wasn't about OJ. That was about John Gotti.
Yeah, by the way,
John Gotti got.
it took me about like 4 posts to realize I went from black Twitter to white Twitter in a day.
Oh yeah. Just I like the Kraft Punk icon here by Manny.
Because I was not getting all these like, OJ's a hero. OJ was a Hall of Famer. Remember OJ? I was getting like,
I've noticed with
OJ
Twitter
doing this in hell. OJ
when
and this guy are in hell. All that kind of stuff.
when I posted on Twitter, I noticed there was all these OJ didn't do it hashtags. So someone's fucking saying that.
Yeah, but there's also
Not
a lot
white
of
Twitter.
memes of like OJ saying he didn't want to go to LA because he didn't want to accidentally sit next to the real killer, or OJ can finally rest easy knowing that Nicole's murders.
Yeah. Here's
I knew like after a few posts like, okay, black Twitter's gone. I'm back on white.
this picture sums up black Twitter versus white Twitter right here. This is right when the the announcement of him being not guilty was claimed, and you can see the different reactions with the people. Look at this. The white woman right here in the middle here. Look at that face.
I mean, who even cares though? It's like Nicole Simpson. Who the fuck is that?
Whoa,
Say Princess
dude,
Diana dying.
He killed 3 people, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this, but
And like the
Adam
fucking
Schefter
waiter, the fucking wait, he killed 3 people. No, I mean I think it's pretty bad. Like,
made a post about it, and he used the word brutal murders, and all the comments were like, "Did you really need to say brutal? Couldn't you say murders?
Yeah.
Just to say brutal?"
No, dude, that's. I
No,
mean, they never showed it, dude.
They got like rage stabbed.
They never. No, dude,
50
no,
times a
like,
piece.
dude, she like the word. I mean, they never showed it, but the word was that she got cut so many times in the neck that her like head was almost like decapitated. Yeah, she was. It was like right to like the neck bone.
And think
like,
about
it was
this:
like
who
it was
has
basically decapitated, and the force.
athleticism,
That's what they're saying.
agility, strength.
That's
to
what they're
pull
saying.
off a maneuver like that and be so
But dude,
evasive in
also,
the pocket,
if you
dodging the goal line.
I mean, also if you're on, dude, I remember because I was talking about it with a coworker. I don't know. Do you remember it? Because I do. It was a 4-hour thing, and all I remember we would have been, what, it was 1994, so we would have been like 8. So I remember, like, I mean, I didn't really know what was happening. But I remember adults were like glued to the TV, and I remember seeing like the helicopters following the white Bronco. I do remember that. And dude, that was a 4-hour thing. It was like a long thing. Why would you run away from the cops?
No,
4 hours. Why would you barricade yourself?
The fucking Knicks were in the finals.
Yeah, and Rangers too. Knicks and Rangers.
Who was on the Rangers at that time? Messier.
That was the cup year.
Brian
That was the
Leach.
cup year. Yeah, they got overshadowed by OJ. But dude, like, why would you run away? Why would you do this? And also think about the privilege that he had. If this was like anyone, white or black or whatever the fuck you are, you fucking probably murdered someone. You barricade yourself. The snipers would have fucking shot you through the fucking window, like, and killed you right there. If, probably lethally, maybe not, but apparently he had all these friends on the LAPD. So that was also part of it. It was like, they were like, oh, we can't really, like, we all love we all love the juice. So
you got to play that clip where.
Oh yeah, that made me laugh the whole time.
Where
I was
he
like, I was loving
realized
that. I'm gonna go through it.
He's not black anymore. He's just OJ.
And here was his final. I think this might have been his final tweet.
Take care.
I think that was his final tweet right there. The take care.
No,
yeah,
go up a little bit. The one I'm referencing is.
Oh no, I'll get to that.
No, not that.
I'll get to the one you're talking about. I'm going through the list here.
Oh, there was like.
I know that ain't who I think it
is.
There was so much OJ shit on Twitter. It was almost like
this one's accurate because this is
when the earthquake happened, but on steroids.
This is definitely OJ's type right here.
Oh, I remember that. My boyfriend was supposed to pick me up after that shoot, so I called him and I was like, OJ, where are you? And he was like, wait, you're alive? Then who did I kill? Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I didn't like 30 Rock, but I like Tracy Morgan on that shit.
I think 30 Rock was pretty good, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Looking back, pretty good.
This is the
clip. Oh yeah, this one's
that will help explain what you were just talking about.
This shows, I think, how it's funny how everyone, like, all these black people are like, oh fuck, OJ didn't like black people. That was like known, very known. Actually, if you look at all his, even like that fantasy, the people he hangs out with are all fucking white. That's like really is the case. But here you go.
And you overheard a white woman at the next table saying, look, there's OJ sitting with all those niggers. And I remember,
awkward to hear on
in my naivete, saying to OJ, gee, wow, that must be terrible for you. He said, no, it was great. Don't you understand? She knew that I wasn't black. She saw me as OJ. and really, at that moment, I thought he was fucked.
OJ is okay.
Comment. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't like black people. It was very known. They actually
like maybe Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali and Richard Pryor. I'm trying to think of like black people back then who were like cool with everybody. They could just get along.
It's in that little mini series with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know with him. I know he's from the South, so I'm sure he liked black people, but he was in England for most of his career. That's something no one talks about. He was like fucking he was mainly in England. Like, but OJ.
Wait, did you get that Beetlejuice fucking?
Oh yeah, I'll get the Beetlejuice.
I love that somebody photoshopped that.
You got to throw him in there. Well, that was Beetlejuice's Twitter. I know Beetlejuice doesn't run it, but yeah, I can't imagine he runs it. Maybe
they're verified.
Oh yeah, well I'm verified too, so you just have to pay for it. I don't know.
No, I know, but they making this kind of shit and they bothered to get verified.
But in this, we'll go back to this the miniseries.
Oh, there's so much OJ stuff that came out. It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, in the miniseries, OJ, his legal team told him, they're like, your house, like they went to his house, like your house looks like a white person, like a rich celebrity. Like, no, we gotta we're gonna put in like a tiger carpet. We're gonna make you look like you're like a black 70s guy. That's essentially what they did. So they were like,
we gotta like ghetto you up.
Yeah, we gotta we're gonna give you a bunch of Hennessy around. You're gonna have a lot of purple. There's gonna be like a tiger rug. It's gonna be like that guy in The Shining. You gotta have like a naked afroed black chick above your bed. You know what I'm talking about in The Shining? You know what I'm talking about there or no?
Yeah, the guy who gets stabbed with the axe in the chest.
Yeah, he's got The Shining as well. But yeah, Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald was always like, he really played into this. That was one of his funny bits.
Yeah, I love Dirty Work. That's one of my favorite movies.
I love Dirty Work too. It's. I mean, to me, I know it's considered a bad movie. I just never saw it because we were too young. I don't know, but like I always liked it.
It is, Charles. a poorly constructed movie, but it's
I don't
it's
think it
almost
really
like
even is.
it's like
I actually
it's
kind of
like
like
in that
the.
SNL brain where it's just about getting like a couple bits to hit, like
Yeah, I kind of. I
Wars in
don't
the
think it's that
Trunk
poorly constructed though.
or
I kind of like this. Like I can
like
remember
the
all the
Asian
beats.
whore bit my nose off, or Don Rickles roasting everybody as they're lined up for the movie. Yeah,
It
but
follows all the beats of like an Adam
Don
Sandler
Rickles
type
in that
comedy.
movie was like such a great casting decision. I'm so
Directed by Bob Saget, by the way. Bob Saget directed.
I feel like he's got to have a cameo in that shit, but I don't remember it.
Don't think he does, but I know he directed it. Yeah. Well, this is a good.
He's got
bit.
some
This
good
is,
cameos though. He's in Half Baked.
Yeah, that's a good bit. Yeah, that's a good cameo.
Woodson, how about that? How what a season he had.
Charles Woodson.
He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case all bets are off.
Ooh, they didn't like that one.
Yeah, the fucking balls to tell that joke.
Yeah, those people next to him did
Ken
not like
Griffey
that
Jr.
one.
was not liking it.
No.
To tell you.
No,
But
he was not.
I just realized Ryan Leaf was right behind Charles Woodson. Remember that motherfucker?
Oh yeah. Oh god. The fucking like.
Can you
I
imagine?
think
if
he's
the
like the
Colts
first DeMarcus
took
Russell. He's
him
like.
instead of Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Holy.
Who took him? Didn't the Chargers take him? Someone bad
Yeah,
took him, right?
Yeah, the Chargers. But
Alright,
then
yeah, I
they
did like someone
got Drew
bad.
Brees right after, so they made it.
No,
Okay.
but dude, don't you remember Breeze sucked there? Breeze
Well,
sucked
because
in
his
the
shoulder
Chargers.
was fucked up. He had surgery and
No, I remember like, dude, they were like.
well, that's why
can't wait
that's
to
why
get rid of
Brees
him.
went to the Saints because
Yeah,
the
'cause they couldn't wait
Chargers-
to get rid of him.
Yeah, the Chargers didn't have confidence in his shoulder holding up for like the rest of his career, and he became like the best under 6'2" quarterback in the history of football.
Yeah, and dude, and also like
Poor Doug
dude,
Flutie never got a shot. I feel
Saints
like
were-
Doug Flutie could have been pretty good.
the Saints were always a joke too, up until Breeze was there.
Yeah, Archie
Big time
Manning,
joke.
who's the father of both of them, was on the Saints.
Yeah,
and
big time joke.
he was the
only one good.
He was their top pick when they were first an expansion franchise, and they never put any O-line in front of him. He never
Yeah.
had any really wide receiver help, but he was
But
one
he
of
always
the
did
first
pretty
like,
good.
early mobile.
I think because he had to
quarterbacks,
be.
which is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I think
No,
he had to be.
he almost ran for 1,000 yards.
Yeah, that's like Steve Young a little bit later too. Here is more Norm Macdonald.
And
I
there's
like
another Arch Manning is in
Yeah.
college right now.
I like this bit out of all this the best here.
DNA evidence and go right to trial.
Let me go back a
He
little
also
bit.
claimed that she and Ron
Dude, why did Norm Macdonald have it out for OJ so hard? I feel like some of his bets didn't.
I
land.
feel like I kind of
You
feel
know
like
that him
he
and
did, but I think
Hardy
it
were
worked.
really, really bad gamblers. Like they would lose a ton of money.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, you hear Artie talk about that, but I think it's also like I think these bits were working, so he's like they're going back to the well. I think that's what this was.
Oh, by the way, Shohei Ohtani's interpreter just went to court and lost.
Oh wow.
So we're off the hook. Like we drafted Ohtani at a discount.
Oh, so
because of all
Ohtani's
the
playing.
speculation,
Good. Oh,
and the fall guy falled.
good. Well, R.I.P. Joe. Good old OJ here. The juice.
OJ Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, "We want to get OJ acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people."
I like that bit. Oh yeah.
You know what's fucked up too
This
is
is like this might have been
all
my
this-
favorite.
All this OJ stuff is the reason why he got fired from SNL.
Oh really? That's crazy. I guess it was a little. It was
Yeah,
a little bit of
You,
a hot
you never
button,
saw all
man.
the stuff with him and Conan and Letterman and
Dude.
John
Also,
Onmeyer being this like old relic piece of shit.
well, here's another thing. Besides from like I remembering like the actual chase, I remember I had an uncle who was defending OJ Like all my family was like, they're
Really?
Like,
I thought they would have
oh
been.
my god,
I
dude!
thought
It was
they
like
would have been like, hang this motherfucker tomorrow.
no, it was like my uncle and then my aunt who was like his like bit, like like listen to whatever he fucking said. They would always say like not guilty until proven so. They kept saying that. They're like he's not guilty. You got to he proven important. Like they kept saying that. Everyone was like, no, he's fucking guilty. Everyone fucking knows it. It's like it's so disgusting. It's like one of those things.
That glove thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to put a fucking glove on when you have another glove on already too.
Or,
He's got a glove on.
You're putting a leather glove on and your hands are moist. That's like putting.
No, he had another glove on too. You know that, right? It's like you can't put a glove over a glove. Like here's I'll show you the photo. Like you can't do it. It just doesn't really work. Here you go. Saw this tweeted, but like here, look at this here. I'll show you. Gotta show it.
Yeah, David Schwimmer looks so fucking weird in that weird.
He had a glove.
David Schwimmer looks so fucking strange in that OJ thing that came out.
Here you go. Weird.
Like years ago.
It was a couple years ago. Weird, wacky fact: gloves don't often fit over other gloves. Hard to believe, isn't it? Look at that. He also like it wasn't like he, like he's got like a. He's got that glove also that has like that talcum powder on it that like, you can't really move it past, like everything sticks with that. It's like absurd. Someone should have said like, yeah, take your glove off and try it.
But like, why would?
But you can always pretend it doesn't fit.
No matter the conditions, why would you ever be in the position to actually fully put the glove on? Like,
oh yeah, you could
put
fight
the ball in your court
so
and you're gonna slam dunk that motherfucker on fire. Like it's NBA Jam.
You're gonna, do a touchdown. What is it? The spike. You're gonna do a spike, man. Spike that ball. If it don't fit, man, you must have quit. There you go. I love that bit. I was telling that to people when they were talking about it. Here we go. Here's the David Swimmer bit. Yeah, this was hilarious, dude. This was like honestly, like
don't skip over the one before it.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was the one before it. We'll go to it in a second. No, it was the one where I got the clip
where the interview where he pretends to stab the white woman with a banana.
I have that later. I got that a little later.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's a final one. Here you go.
Got it, Juice. When Chris and I broke up, the Juice was there for me every night. It's like he's not really the Juice anymore. We got to get you dressed, Juice. Juice. A will? Juice. Come on, Juice. Juice. It's AC.
I want to watch this.
AC's here.
That was really good, apparently.
Juice, it's on every channel.
I remember everyone liked it.
Feel the same, Juice. You're gonna tell them yourself, Juice. Juice. Your whole family's here, Juice. She's on the house phone waiting to talk to you, Juice. Juice. Okay, Juice. Okay, Juice. We're good to go. You're home, Juice. You know Uncle Juice and your Uncle Juice.
You know what though? The only thing I gotta say is they gotta get, David Swimmer's dad. He has to put more cashews into that Sunglow thing. Like you get those Sunglow packets. It's all raisins. Gotta get
And
some
John
more cashews.
Travolta looks amazing in this.
Get some more cashews in that, man.
I like
John Larry
Travolta,
David was right.
I bet kills his part in this fucking shit.
Uncle Juice is a good man. He's never going to stop being the Juice. It could explain a lot, Juice. Just hear him out, Juice. He's right, Juice. Listen, Juice. Hey, Juice, this is your life. Juice, please, Juice. Juice, we need an answer.
Fuck,
that's the best one. That's from Naked Gun. Well, actually, dude, it's not from Naked Gun. That ain't from Naked Gun, man. That's the crazy part about it. You know what it's from? This is like a little trivia of like nerd comedy trivia, I would say. Where is it from?
David Axelrod.
Close. No, it's from Police Squad, which was the precursor to Naked Gun, which is basically Naked Gun, but it was like a TV show called Police Squad. I mean, Naked Gun is called.
I knew about that. They talked about it in the Red Letter stuff.
Yeah, I have police. I have the police. It wasn't always it wasn't always what's his name, Leslie Nielsen, although he's in it, but it's like it's not always him. It was kind of just like a collection of shorts that were like comedy.
You know what's strange is I always thought that he was kind of like a comedic actor. But
No, he's not.
That you will
No.
not
Yeah, well, that's what made it good. Is it's seeing like,
that is what made it good. Because he's good.
Read ridiculous writing seriously.
Yeah, I think he's in. I remember he's in like The Day the World. That it's like a
Stood
50s
Still?
movie, dude. Yeah. He was like,
And they
he has
remade
that
that
vibe,
shit
too.
with Keanu Reeves and Jennifer Connelly.
It's funny to see these people in that like kind of like straight-laced 50s, early 60s look. I remember you could see George Carlin try to do it for a little bit too. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
feel
weird.
like Jennifer Connelly
Weird.
might be a vampire. That bitch is this is like 1,000, and she looks like she's.
I don't know what she's looking like now, though. I could, you never know. I could pull her up, and you'd be like, what's she looking like in 2024? I don't know. She's looking pretty good. She looks good.
Pretty
good. Yeah, we'll get to that too. Speaking of that, but here is this was a great one too.
If you promise that you will not ask me another question
I will
about
never
the case,
ask you again.
we won't have to talk about it anymore.
Just did you do it?
No, I didn't.
You serious, bitch?
That's the funny part about it is if he didn't do it, this is like that is like the funny part about it. Is like if he actually didn't do it, it's like he's got like the harshest treatment in the world.
Lady, like
I think he did.
He's just gonna all of a sudden turn and say, "Yes, I did it."
Yeah, no, apparently,
The
I mean, I was
fuck?
reading about this. Apparently during his whole death, like his death at the hospital, everyone around him signed NDAs. So that's telling you something right the fuck there. Everyone around him signed NDAs that they couldn't disclose what he said
Smart.
during his last words or anything.
Who's his lawyer
Because-
right now? I want to make sure I got it.
I mean, that's guaranteed that he told them, like, I did it. I'm probably sorry for doing it. But also, dude, there's also another thing. There is another, there is a weird other connection. There's a son of OJ who hated Nicole Brown. And there is thought that he might have been sort of covering up for the son, who could have been I think he could have been 20 or 18, 19 at the time. There could have been that. Here you go. Nope.
Did not do it.
After we finished filming, OJ said to me that he had a surprise for me, and I genuinely was surprised. I think it was his idea of a joke, and this is it.
Oh, man. Oh, OJ. What a scam. What a scam. That scamp, that rascal. Everybody knows he's a rascal. Come on, here you go. Oh, here's him talking about Andrew Luck. I wonder what Andrew Luck thought about this. Also, note the people he hangs out with. Take a note of that.
Andrew Luck, what did I do to you? You could have retired an hour and a half ago before I picked you in my fantasy picks. I mean, what did I do, Vic? I've been a fan of yours. Why would you do
Wait,
this
what
to
the
me?
fuck?
You did quite a lot, Juice.
OJ's doing fantasy stuff?
Juice. You're the uncle. Everyone loves Juice. Everyone knows Uncle Juice is good.
Come out of retirement. I'm just saying.
Drinking the big
Andrew
deal
Luck
in there.
was Josh Allen before Josh Allen.
What's this? I see on the table Juice. Is it Juice Squad? Juice Square? There's some kind of juice thing right at the bottom here. You see that?
Yeah,
Juice?
it's Juice Squire.
Hmm.
Maybe there's some barn in the back with some horses they're gonna all ride out on.
Yeah, here's what I saw. All of OJ's visitors in the past, I think it was I looked this up. It was the past week or two. They were all forced to sign NDAs in his final days. And you know what I do have to say? It's as much as I think he's obviously guilty and a terrible person, I do find all this making fun of him kind of bad. Do you agree with that? I feel bad. It's the guy still died. And probably, I don't know. You know what I mean by that? Am I wrong?
It's Dilbert. where you just dehumanize somebody, where they're not a person anymore. They're just a thing.
That's the thing is like he's still a person, and tell you the truth. I mean, I'm not a religious person, but if you are a religious person,
man, this motherfucker. If I was like in a $500 buy-in league and OJ got me the stats we recited off earlier.
Oh no, I was looking it up.
He can murder 5,000 people. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, this is another thing about him. Like the
Ray
people
Rice,
who knew him,
where you at?
The people who knew him and were friends with him, they said he's like a cool dude, awesome guy, and I don't doubt it. You never fucking know. I mean, you never fucking know how someone is. But I mean, regardless of this, it's like I'm not a religious person, but if you are a religious person, I feel like you should be like, well, that's that is his, it's not up to us to judge. It would be the final judgment that would be going on for OJ, and we'll see. He'll see what happens with that. We'll see. I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah,
here's another thing. OJ is legit great in the Naked Gun, and dude, we just saw. I mean, I was noticing that, dude. He definitely
He can
is.
act.
Yeah, he pulled that. I don't think he really can, but I just think he did a good job with those bits here. And of course, Gavin McInnes.
Well, I think they helped him knowing that he needed limited screen time, but the
love me some
little
Gavin McInnes
parts that he was in, he did well. And
if you don't know Gavin McInnes, he's hilarious.
The shit when Reggie Jackson's like some person trying to kill somebody, and they accidentally knock him off a wheelchair, and he flies out into the middle of the field.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But shit, man. That's my OJ shit. And also, I had to bring this up.
Well, we got more than that. It's just we don't want to drown everybody in.
I got to bring this up. The Heisman. This is also like I saw people being offended by this, and I was like, I get it. It's kind of offensive. The Heisman Trophy Twitter account posted this. The Heisman Trophy Trust mourns the passing of the 1968 winner. Dude, Jesus Christ, man! It's funny how I didn't realize he goes that far back. But we extend our sympathy to his family. I don't think this is wrong. But like, it's gonna hate. Everyone's gonna freak out about that.
You like, I don't know. You kind of think of the Heisman people as like 100-year-old white men with like
well, they also do. They didn't let him take the trophy.
It's some like weird circle around rooms, and they have no idea that OJ did anything past the year 1960.
I mean, where'd he
All
go?
These fucking boomers are just oblivious to anything happening after a certain point of technology. They don't even have phones.
And where'd he go to college? Is he USC? Is he USC? That looks like a USC jersey.
I don't know.
I think he is.
This is more OJ.
That's a USC jersey. I can tell. That's USC.
And exposure than I've ever expected to have in my life.
I genuinely feel bad for the person on the Heisman Trophy social teams who was pleading for everyone else to please don't post an OJ post. We're going to get destroyed. Yeah, obviously. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, again, I do agree with this.
He was a legend. I mean, his numbers are fucking
Yeah, no, he's a legend.
crazy.
I mean, his numbers are crazy. I definitely agree. But, dude, those numbers are... dude, it was a different game back then, though. Like...
Well, think about this though. If
look at the passing, man. No one passed back. Like literally, like look at receiving yards back then. It was like nothing. You're lucky to get like 700 yards. It wasn't like that.
One guy struggling did whatever age OJ did after leaving college. It would just be like some fucker in the news.
Dude, also back in the 70s,
and you forget about him.
Back in the 70s, like the early 70s, when you got drafted, there was no draft on TV. I was reading about like a guy who was an O lineman said like I found out that I got drafted like in the paper the next day. Like I didn't even know I got drafted until I saw it.
Okay, so paper.
It's like fucking
all
crazy.
These fucking
it's not like it is today.
All these OC boomer pieces of shit that I have to listen to for baseball stuff constantly talk about what it was like in the old days when they'd have to take
baseball
newspaper clippings. And then
baseball's all
they didn't even have Excel at the time. They just had to like collect that all on note sheets and write down on like this math paper that was divided with columns and all this shit. I'm like, oh my god, bro.
And also, I got to bring up this. The OJ tried to. This is the craziest thing. This is like the one. This is what he got arrested for, by the way. This is like it because he tried to. This is also like if you really don't think OJ's a bad guy, this is a good example of he's a bad guy, and he did try to do a robbery with guns, by the way, at gunpoint.
To get his memorabilia back, right, in Vegas.
Gunpoint.
Was that Vegas or somewhere else? I can't remember, but
it was in Vegas. You're right. Yeah, it was in Vegas.
It was like this big coup.
Yeah, it was a hotel.
In
Las Vegas.
You know why I remember it? Because all these people were dying and begging for any infraction to happen to fuck him over, and then he finally gave it to him with this, and they're all licking their lips like, "Oh, OJ's gonna get life."
Yeah, he led a group of men into a hotel of a sports memorabilia dealer, Bruce Fromong, who apparently had, the funny thing is, I don't think he even had it on him. That was like the funniest part about this. He didn't even have the Heisman Trophy on him, but I think they knew he had possession of the Heisman Trophy, of the Juice's trophy, and so that's what they were after. They didn't even get it, and he went to jail for that because they fucking robbed this guy at gunpoint. So that's another thing. That shows you the balls in this motherfucker.
Track record, I would not fuck with his posse whatsoever.
No, but that's like it is like that is something where like I do see people say
how
like
bad the infractions are for him. The
he's a criminal
guy, muscle idiot people around him are probably even worse. I bet.
But I do have to say, man, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Hey,
we can't judge. We can't judge. He ran the ball for fucking 2,000 yards for the Bills. Come on, that's a good thing.
Do you think there's like some?
That's my favorite.
White family.
That's my favorite AFC team too. Because fuck the Jets, fuck the Patriots, fuck the Dolphins. I'd go Bills right there, right?
Mixaplex. Trolling is some like really woke white family digging up his fresh grave, putting the bones like all together and putting on like some I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Outfit, like put OJ like in a dress while he's like still a fresh skeleton.
Like a Tyler Perry thing. Yeah, you might as well, right? Parade him around like Gaddafi in the streets. But dude, Bills, Mixaplex, friend of the show from Ontario. Isn't that? I think the Bills are like Canada's team. The Bills are like Canada's team, especially Ontario. I think they played a few games in Ontario. That's like their team.
Yeah, there is no.
But again, man, fuck. I would love to see the Bills kick the shit. I have people at work that like the Jets, and I can't fucking stand. Fuck the Jets, dude. It's just like I love to see the Jets do bad. I love it.
I mean, come on, like, Aaron Rodgers off that Hard Knocks shit tears his Achilles 2 plays in. You can't fucking make that shit up.
Yeah, everyone here loves the Bills. I honestly, I do have to say though, it's like there's certain teams in the NFL that I've never disliked, and the Bills are part of that. The Bills are part of that. The Lions are part of that. I'm trying to think about that. I would say like the Texans are part of that for me. Yeah.
Aren't the Texans an expansion team?
Yeah, I think that's why. But even like back then, I never hated the Oilers. Like like the same thing. And I never hated them.
Are the Titans.
Oilers are the Titans, but technically from Houston as well.
Yeah, shouts out to Steve McNair. And
again, the Titans, dude. That's another team I've
Eddie
always
George.
liked.
Not shout out to Steve McNair because he got his head blown off by some mistress.
Titans were always my favorite expansion team. I never cared for the Jaguars. I always liked the Titans. Remember they had that fucking.
Can we edit out the?
Speaking of OJ, man, I always liked Eddie George. Eddie George is kind of like an OJ, right?
Yeah, Eddie George was a beast. He was
one of my favorite running backs of all time.
Yeah, I got some Eddie George rookies that'll sell for like 5 cents a piece.
100% one of my favorite running backs. 100%. He's got to be up there.
Wycheck.
Oh, I love Wycheck too.
Kevin Dyson.
I love that team. I really want him to win that Super Bowl. That was like this. I think that was the Super Bowl that I was like most disappointed
this version
for.
Of the Titans, where they had Lendale White and this motherfucker who used to run for like 80 yards a piece. Damn, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but I have to say, always a fan of the Titans. I like the Titans. Big fan.
Yeah, I gotta say, it really does suck
Big fan.
in modern football how they just demean and reduce the role of running backs. You know, because when these motherfuckers hit, they hit hard. You know, they can carry an entire franchise on their back.
Oh, dude, that's the crazy thing, man. We're gonna have to watch Saquon Barkley rip up the Giants next year, so that'll be sad to see too.
Unless he gets injured in camp or week 1.
I mean, I honestly like that's the unfortunate thing is like I like the guy, so I don't want that either. So it's like I'm so conflicted with that. And I'll have to say this, man. Like I hate the Eagles, but I don't hate. It's weird. I don't hate a lot of their players. You know what I mean? Like I don't hate Hurts.
That annoys me. Is like
I don't hate their receivers.
He really could have gone almost anywhere, and he chose them to be a vindictive little asshole about it.
If I was him, I would have really went to the Texans.
You know,
I would have really went to Texans because then you don't piss people off, and you go to a team that's like probably going to be in contention. But you know what, man?
Nixon could slam some white woman through a glass table next week and get suspended.
But think about this, man. He's going to college at fucking Penn State, so he has, he's got people that are in this Pennsylvania, New Jersey area. He probably has a house in New Jersey. So, do you really want to leave the area? That's probably why he signed with the Eagles.
And by the way, getting molded for the 5th time is even worse than the 3rd time.
What, you got already?
Yeah.
You do have it.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. Like, I'd never gotten this sick, like, for the first 20 years of my life. And like the last 5, it's like.
Well, did you test? Did you test for it or no?
Oh yeah, I've got them just from like leftover stuff,
But did you test recently for it?
Yeah, I did it like a week ago.
Oh,
because I just have them.
Are you still positive? When was the last test you did?
What do you mean, before this one?
Yeah.
Well,
no. Are you still positive now?
I think 3 months ago.
Well, no. Are you still positive at the moment?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I only have like a pack where.
But it sounds like you don't have any symptoms now, right?
There's just a lot of congestion, like all
it's
this
like
fucking mucus and stuff. Shouts out to Mucinex. You don't fucking work.
No, it doesn't work. That never worked. None of the dude. Honestly, I don't really trust any of those medications.
Placebo on ice. You piece of shit company.
But speaking
fuck you.
Speaking of disgusting mucus.
Yeah, I was looking at the screenshot. I was like, not the screenshot, the thumbnail. Like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Oh yeah, the thumbnail right here.
Is this from a game or a movie?
She's got that kind of pumpkin pie, haircut kind of look.
Come on, give me that booze, you little pumpkin pie haircutted freak. Come on.
Probably haven't seen that in a while.
Where did you get that clip out of your? Like,
I had to find.
What part of your asshole did you pull that from?
I had to find that clip.
Oh, that's. If I got headphones right now, you're like blowing out my eardrums.
Oh yeah, so Star Wars Outlaw. Apparently, this is a game. I just found out about it today. There's a lot of backlash to this game. Everything with Star Wars is backlash.
Motherfucker thing.
Yeah, there was this backlash that this is some bullshit here. This is we need more women protagonists. And they're like, at least we're getting Star Wars Outlaws.
This gaming stuff is so hyper.
I think it's really hypersensitive right now.
What the fuck?
It's like
all these games.
It's the new like movies.
Up, it was like some freak big titted asshole, and I didn't even know what the fucking game was.
Yeah. Now it's fucking crazy. I mean, look at this.
So what?
I mean,
also
this
have
trailer.
Like inverted breasts where it's like their chest cavity is almost hollow.
I mean, look at this trailer. It's getting ratioed to shit. We got 112,000 downvotes.
Shit. I know.
I mean,
that's freaking bad.
We'll watch this at the end because I've not seen any of this, so I have no clue about it. But I wanted to kind of go into this. What's the tweet here? Here is the woman who is that a big part of this is that the modeling of the character doesn't match the woman who actually was the model. Here's the model for the woman. Very attractive.
That's just normal.
Very attractive. Kind of a Rachel Zegler look. Maybe not as good looking, but then you got this look here with this kind of, you got that pumpkin pie haircut kind of freak look.
Come on, give me that booze, you little pumpkin pie haircutted freak. Come on.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, that's like what I thought of. That's why I got the clip, because I saw this and I was like, I got to get that clip because it reminds me of that. Because that's some accurate shit right there. And then I heard people talking about this. I heard people talking about the developers, and that's a thing here. We talked about this recently. These developers try to, they want this like person who resembles quote unquote real life. But look at this. Look at the development of the real actress to this. Like, Jesus Christ, it looks like a fucking horror. It looks like Will Byers from Stranger Things. It's like a little boy kind of face. Gap tooth looking pumpkin pie haircut kind of thing. And then a lot of that is only males can be modeled accurately, they're saying, because the equipment is calibrated to them because of the patriarchy. That's what we got, the patriarchy. Because look at this right here. Look at when they actually try to model things accurately. You can see they actually did it. Here you go. Look at this is Cal. By the way, this is apparently people love this game. It's I forget what it is. It's some kind of Star Wars.
Really good.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really accurate. Looks very accurate to the model, right? Like
they actually give him a little bit more hair.
Yeah, a little more hair, a little less balding going on. So, and I understand.
I'll be back. I can get some water.
But then look at this. Look at this right here. Don't look close at all. But that's the patriarchy, man. That's the patriarchy. That's what you get. That's what you get with that. And I have to say, I'm gonna play this trailer because I've not seen it. And I'm not a gamer. Not really a gamer. I wish I was. I wish I had the like. I have this like vibe with gaming that like I wish I didn't, because it's funny. I'll watch movies and it's not like it's any different, but I have this feeling of like when I play a game that I'm like wasting my time and like I could be doing something else, but like then I'll go watch a movie and act like that's better. So it's like, it's subjective to what you like or what you think, but she looks like a fucking Muppet though.
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. Mm-hmm. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet? Oh my God.
I love that clip so much. I love like every aspect about it. I love how the lady like pulls her hair away to like reveal that she looks like a Muppet. And then I also like how there's that other black lady saying like shaking her head, yeah, you look like a Muppet. And then there's the woman in the audience who also knows the pain of looking like a Muppet. And then also, I know of making a joke about an ex-girlfriend where I said to her, like, she had her mouth open like an idiot. And I was like, you look like a Muppet right now. And she got so fucking offended. It was like so offended that I called her a Muppet. And obviously like a fucking joke. Like obviously a joke. I'm calling you a Muppet. Like anyone's calling someone a Muppet is a fucking joke. Like you can't take the joke. No one actually looks like a Muppet. Like no one actually looks like a Muppet. Don't put that evil on me.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on us.
I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the
Investigate 311.
You're right. You're very right. Muppets can't take jokes, man. Well, you know what, man? I think they can. I think people can't take jokes. Muppets can take jokes, man. don't. I don't know. I feel like you gotta hold Muppets to a higher standard than that. I like me some Muppets. Here's the trailer. Here is the trailer. I've not seen this. We're gonna check it out. I'm not a gamer. I won't play this. I'll say that now. I won't be playing this game. But here's the trailer.
Each of you represent
I like me some TIE fighters
and some of the most powerful criminal organizations in the galaxy. Pikes, Crimson Dawn, Huts. It's a golden age.
You know what? I will say though, this is gonna. The only Star Wars game that I really liked was Knights of the Old Republic. It was like an MMO game. It was fucking great. You ever play that, Lovitz? I don't think he's there, but dude, that game is fucking great. I love that game. Like that game is like awesome. Like I wish there was like I think I tried to play it on a stream. What is it? Steam. What do they call it? Steam. What do these young kids call this thing? Steam. Yeah, no, I know it's on Steam.
I don't know what the fuck Steam is.
You don't know Steam? Yeah, it's funny. You don't know Steam?
I thought Steam was like for all these.
You really don't know Steam?
Games
Seriously?
that never get wide release, and they're almost like
no. Dude, I bought like the Madden game on Steam. Steam is like the major. Steam is like where you go to buy games
anymore, other than
on your computer.
Pokemon shit that got fucking destroyed.
Yeah, you know what's funny, man? I do like I kind of like. I sometimes get this that you might, dude. You're gonna. That's the funny thing about this, Lovitz. You would probably love Baldur's Gate because it's turn based.
What's that?
You probably love. Well, that's that. It's a D&D game that came out. I mean, I think that's.
I feel like you're trying to you're almost like selling crack to a.
Well, I know everyone loves it. That's
addict.
the thing. Is like it's a very loved game, but it's like a
Part of me
turn-based
was like
game.
glad that they got rid of this Pokemon thing because now I can finally live my life.
Wait, we gotta finish out this trailer.
Like so fucked up. It's like I keep looking at the system like it's gonna work still.
I mean, I would honestly, if they're again, I could probably play a Pokemon game and like it. But here you go. Here's the rest of the trailer.
For the underworld.
The Empire
Look at that Game of Thrones
every
looking
corner of
cloak.
the galaxy, but they're distracted by a rebellion that won't quit.
It's an opportunity to make millions.
Kay Vess, the underworld's favorite new scoundrel. We meet at last.
What do you want?
I don't like bangs.
They're new.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
And lethal.
I just don't like them.
You crossed their boss, Slero.
I don't mind it on the
He
fire
wants
furnace
you
lady.
gone. Rob his fortune, buy your freedom.
This job, it's a death wish. I'm in.
Out here, you live and die by your reputation. You want to survive? Know the players.
You're new to this world.
What's your problem?
Come back when you're not.
Jabba, right? Look, don't try anything. I got a whole crew surrounding the... Okay, we're skipping that part. For about as long as I can remember.
You seeing Fire Furnaces live had a very weird vibe because it felt like they were fucking but angry at each other, and then you realize they're like brother and sister.
Yeah, brother and sister. Yeah, this looks like complete trash, man. I'm embarrassed like watching this. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know gaming, but I know that this doesn't look good. I guess that's a way to say it. Like, I don't know.
No, you know gaming.
I mean, I know World of Warcraft. That's like, I mean, that's fucking height of gaming right there.
Okay, we're skipping that part. For about as long as I can remember, it's just been me and Nix.
And that is a pilot
Doing what we have to survive. This job is my one shot at freedom. But if we're gonna pull this off, we need the right crew.
Her hair looks terrible.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Yes. Hang on.
I hire you. because you are one of the best hunters in the Outer Rim.
Night's Watch little cloak.
She's more connected than you let on, Solero. Bess is mixed up in something bigger. The Outer Rim is a dangerous place. Everyone is fighting for their piece of the galaxy. But all I want is to live free. So I'm gonna risk it all. Hold on, Nick!
Oh man, this is sad, dude. Because LucasArts used to make really good games. It was like very known.
It's like watching Tiger Woods at the Masters.
I remember they had like a game on the N64 that was fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. You know what I'm talking about? It was an N64 game with Star Wars. It was really good.
I feel like I have
it was called Shadows of the Empire. Fucking awesome, dude. That game stands out in my head. Like really, really good. I remember I had
a weird memory connected to a Star Wars game where
Disney killed LucasArts.
I was going to like some Nets game with this guy who's friends with my family and was like a retired cop, and his son was paraplegic, and we were playing the video game where they're in the snow and you have to like hook the cables around those like snow walkers.
Yeah, you gotta go gun. Yeah, that is that game. That's Shadows of the Empire. Definitely.
And then the next stage was
I totally remember
really fucking hard, where it was against Boba Fett, and he's like floating around this whole fucking thing, and we can barely target it. And I'm like trying to tell this like guy who's in a wheelchair, like, go here, do this, do that, and he's like, fuck you.
Oh, dude, here is again. This is one of my favorite games. I'm gonna play the trailer. This game is great. Like Knights of the Old Republic is fucking awesome, dude. Here is
Is that a console or computer?
I only played on the computer. It might be on console. It might have got like ported, but I think it was a computer game. It was MMO. Here it is. LucasArts, man. Remember that LucasArts logo? BioWare. All these companies are like gone. That nice look right there. Look at that. Look at those terrible graphics. Really good game, man. I'm telling you, really good game.
I used to watch speed runs of this shit.
And you could like pick like I want to be a fucking like I want to be a smuggler. I want to be a Jedi. Get all different roles.
One of the major issues of the speed runs were the text boxes.
Yeah, I could see that because you can't avoid them.
There were so many cutscenes.
Yep.
And you had to know how to hit them in certain ways to bypass certain text and stuff.
You can like put it in the settings to avoid them.
Which is funny, like a game
really
that's so action based. The way you save time is just from all the like bullshit exposition you have to try and get past.
Mr. John Williams. It's so crazy too how you can like even that little moment of the music score, how you can like relate it to characters like that. That's like a brilliant. You can tell a brilliant composition.
Is that where
that's a Princess Leia
and Princess Leia kiss?
Yes, yeah. Anytime Princess Leia, exactly. You're not like a huge Star Wars fan, and you even do that.
I know that insidious motherfucker.
That's how you can tell. Like he fucking did his job.
No, I don't like Star Wars. I don't like Star Trek. I don't fuck with any of that shit. And I'm barely hanging on to all the fantasy stuff with like Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. I prefer, like some Dogtooth biopic where the son's getting some weird rental prostitute to come to the house.
Yeah, no, but it's funny how you picked up on that.
2 years later,
Up on it.
Emma Stone's winning an Oscar.
That's what shows you, man, how this stuff is rare love itself. Yeah. Because I was talking to Mixaflix about Star Trek stuff last time, but
What do you mean
there you
L?
go.
L on what, bitch?
I know. Star Trek,
Fucking try me.
gotta watch DS9, bro.
L.
Great game,
L on
man.
what?
I think it's just L on your knowledge of Star
Mixaflix,
Trek.
we're going shot for shot next
I
stream.
think you gotta start. I think Lovitz, you gotta watch some. I'm gonna
leave you in the fucking drunk tank.
Get into
under
some
Philly.
TNG, man. You get that ambient type space music. You like ambient music. You'd love TNG. If you like ambient music, you'd like TNG. I think that's like a fact.
Teenage Ninja Turtles?
The next generation Star Trek with Picard and
well.
Patrick Stewart. I'm not even joking. Like, I think if you like ambient stuff,
No, I don't like looking at
like,
bald
love
people
Star
because
Trek.
it scares the shit out of me.
But shit. Yeah. What else? What else I got? What does I got? Oh yeah. All right. Start.
Well, I know how I got sick. By the way, my cousin brought her kid who had a cold
to
for Easter, and that motherfucker got like 4 of us sick. I don't know what it is about like baby child germs. It's like they're on fucking steroids or some shit.
Yeah, you have a baby. It's like,
or maybe my immune system's just been corroded from getting all these vaccines and shit.
Star Wars.
All right, Mexiplex. I'm gonna drive up to Niagara Falls and find you.
It's all love. Star Wars Outlaw. The community manager is Shauna Jones. Have you ever met a Shauna? Have you ever met a Shauna that wasn't like a woke piece of shit? That's like the name you'd think of with all that, by the way. But yeah, her tweets have come out of late where she's been very anti-white people. So that is also this is what you get when you think of these people making games. And it's been a big issue like that. I guess it's been a big issue with that. I forget what game. It's been a big issue. There's been a Gamergate going on about these games of all these woke people and the diversity and all that melanin gamers. You know, you gotta have melanin. You gotta have a good melanin if you want to put out a good game these days. And then also speaking of that, man, this is gonna transition. Right, this is gonna transition well. I have a good. Speaking of melanin, we're talking about the American Society of Magical Negroes, the box office.
Careful.
I can't say this on Twitch. Twitch. This is the one thing that Twitch does not like. I can't say Negroes on Twitch. I can't bring up the Negro League. I had to say magical ends. I had to say the American Society of Magical Ends. That's how I had to list it on Twitch.
Yeah.
They couldn't take Negroes. You know, that's my pronoun, by the way. You know, like, do you know what my pronouns are? Let's give you a guess. You know what my pronouns are?
I don't know, cis male.
No, I go by real nigga. Here is the American Society of Magical Negroes.
So is that RN?
Yeah, RN. I go by an RN, like a registered nurse. American Society of Magical Negroes. Look at these downvotes, man. I'm part of it. Because I guess I realized I downvoted this when this came out and 3 months ago. I've realized this. I downvote these things. And I'm part of the problem, I guess. Not part of the solution. Never part of the solution. Never part of the solution. And even by the way, that joke I just said is from a comedian I like, Sam Tripoli. You know Sam Tripoli?
No, but
Sam Tripoli is a great podcast.
You don't want to peek behind the curtain too hard.
No, you don't want to do that, right? That's the thing, man. You don't want to do that.
You got to keep the facade.
No, you got to keep the facade. I agree with what you're saying there.
The Iron Curtain.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm Ukrainian, so I got to pass, right? I got to pass for everything.
Are you funding anything?
No. But the funny thing is, I have family that
You know what's crazy?
I legitimately have.
When that shit first started, there were all these flags and all this stuff to like donate. I wonder, a year or so in, are people still that fucking invested? You know, or was it just
the war is still going on?
How much they fake cared about it all.
The crazy thing, though, is I do have family that had to be displaced. Like, this is a real thing.
Yeah, no, there were people that I worked with that had to get displaced too.
Yeah, I do. It's crazy. I mean, I don't really like
woman that I work with who she used to do
hardcore.
She used to do
always support that.
It's like a version of Pilates or no, like when you're on a bike and you Peloton. Yeah, she used to do Peloton all the time, and she was kind of old, but like still like her body was like tight as fuck, and she used to wear these
awesome. It's the best, dude. That's
black
the best.
leather pants all the time. I would say she's about
love a hot older woman. Can't say I don't.
I would say she was about like mid to late 40s, but she looked, like passable for late 30s, early 40s, because she would ride that Peloton like her life depended on it or something.
Nice, man. No, dude, I've been full disclosure. I've been having my this is probably not. Yeah, I've been I love those mid 40s MILFs. It's close to the heart. Here you go.
They can be GILFs too.
You gotta get those GILFs in there, man. You gotta get those GILFs and MILFs. All those. There you go. GILFs and MILFs.
Anybody here at pronouns? Oh, what's your pronouns? Okay. I respect your pronouns. You gotta respect my pronouns. Do you want to know my pronouns are? Yeah. My pronouns are real. That's my pronouns.
We're turning the tables.
Turn the tables, man. I kind of like it. Man. Turn those fucking
there's
tables.
this woman in my office who probably is like 50 and looks like late 30s, 40s. They're just like hardcore into exercise and like running and eating well and all this nutrition shit.
They probably don't look like their age, right?
So honestly, like I there's some grandmothers out here that I want to fuck like pretty hard.
Yeah. GILFs.
Yeah, there's some GILFs out here that are looking. They wear like a certain pair of jeans one day. And it's like,
dude, there's a GILF that follows our Twitter account.
But the problem is, all they want to talk about is their nieces and nephews and grandchildren. It's like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to hear about that. Let's talk about your. We want to hear about that. But I mean, we have a certain GILF that follows our our Twitter account, Maddie Cross. You can look that up on your own time.
Really?
Oh yeah, certain MILF GILF porn star that follows our. Yeah, you can look that up on your own time though.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, hashtag blessed. But yeah, she does. Follows.
You know what it is? It's like since OJ died, all these old white women are running out of people to talk to.
Yeah, but that's like you get to that point where like that what's her name? That's Selena Gomez. You get to that point where you like Selena Gomez. You get to that point where you're like not that hot, but you're gonna go date a black guy.
There's some weird thing with Selena Gomez where she has some kind of underlying medical condition, and the medication that she's taking makes her
good on those tits
blow up and look fatter. And I don't mind her. I always thought like Selena Gomez was like some uptight, thin piece of shit. But then now that she's put some weight on, she's kind of chilled out. She wants to party more. She's,
yeah, that's what you get, right?
Quote,
a little weight, get a little party.
She's
a little coke in there. little
Yeah,
mezcal.
you could probably put 2 gloves on.
Get 2 gloves. You know, yeah, we know about that. No, I mean I saw her show. Was it Only
with
Murders in the
Martin
Building?
Short and Steve Martin.
It's not a bad show. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
you know, I like both.
Okay.
I love Martin Short. Like, I fucking love Martin Short. Clifford.
Yeah, I like Martin Short. He's the better part of
Um,
that. I think Steve Martin is like kind of like but she's not bad in either. I mean, I was very highly attracted to her in that show, so I'll say that.
Speaking of like
That
old
is for sure.
shows that got forgotten about and how good they were, Martin Short when he had that talk show, Jiminy Glick.
Yeah, Jiminy
That
Glick.
is
Primetime Glick.
that shit is like really is so fucking good.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
like something like I gotta get clips
and
of.
fuck Eric Andre for
Gotta
not
get clips of that.
like bringing him on or referencing it or something. You know,
I'm sure
he
he tried.
owes a lot to that shit.
I'm sure he tried. Yeah, that's something I gotta get some clips from. I should get clips from Primetime Glick because
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure
do
no one
need
gives
some
a shit
Glick.
about it anymore.
We need
But,
some Glick and we need some Stella.
Look at this look at these downvotes here for. Let me start this so I could clip this out here. Yeah, look at these downvotes for American Society of Magical Negroes. Look at these downvotes. Look at the ratios. 149,000 downvotes.
And you know what's fucked up about this is they're probably cooking the books, trying to get all these.
Oh, I
fake
bet you.
channels
Probably better.
upload. And you know, like Amy Schumer's special just came out. We're gonna make sure it doesn't fail. All
Yeah,
these fake
and then you still
fucking
have all
things,
this shit.
and it's not enough. It's not enough.
And then
It's
in the
like,
trailer and in the movie, they call white people the most dangerous animal on the planet. So they like demean white people the whole time. And that's like they really thought that like that would make you money. Like that's it's like you really thought
I
the
mean, they
society
are,
of all people are
you
gonna
know.
go see your movie. Like
And
what?
I'm not. I don't. I don't identify as white anymore. I'm sick
Oh
of it.
no, I don't.
tired
I'm
of it.
Ukrainian, so I'm
I'm
persecuted
going.
race.
I'm going with Polish. I'm Polish now.
Well, they're part of yeah.
And
Okay.
who's repping Poland right now? You know, I mean,
No one.
we need more help. Send us money.
Yeah, but also look at this, man.
Send us
Magical
troops.
Society. This movie has been pulled after 3 weeks in the theaters. It only finished with 2.4 million at the box office, a 28% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and the budget is worth 15 million. So if the budget is worth 15 million, you need to make about 30 million. You need
But
to make 30 million
meme of
to break even.
a dog walking with his tail behind its legs somewhere.
I mean, that's fucking bad, dude. I mean, these like, I mean, I don't want to bring up like something successful, really, but like, I mean, Dune on its first weekend, like, I mean, I'm just gonna bring this up. Dune on its first weekend, first fucking weekend, it made $82 million. You know what I mean? Like that right there, $82 million. This movie made 2.4 total. That should tell you something. Like, why make this movie? Why make this fucking movie?
Well, it's like the director of
yeah, I don't get it.
that fucking. I need to see that actually. The movie with American something.
Oh, American Fiction is really great. Really great.
Yeah, it's like the guy said. It's like if you don't dump all this money into this shit that might also fail.
But the one thing I will say about
also,
this movie is
you
like,
have a good chance of making your money back on smaller investments.
but the one thing I will say about like in defense of this movie, like a 50 million budget is like cheap these days. So I kind of like that's not bad. I'll say like when I heard like that's not a terrible like expense for these movies these days. Even though it didn't do great, that's not like a crazy expense. I'll say that like in defense, like 50 million is not like it's not crazy. I mean, it sounds like a lot to us, but not really. I mean, this movie like should have been able to make its money back if it was like a good movie. You know, if you made a movie for $50 million and it's actually good, you should be able to make your money back easily. This should have been like an easy fucking thing. This should have been like in 2 days you make your money back. But it's because it's not a good movie. Look at the ratios. It's, you know, it's got 140 9,000 downvotes right there. But yeah, that's a bad fucking price. Here's the numbers. I love this site. It's one of my favorite sites for movies. Thenumbers.com.
What's the site?
The numbers, because I like this because it'll actually talk about the numbers of everything. It's like if you like films and you like the math and you like the numbers, this is a great site for this. I love this site.
Oh, it's called The Numbers.
It's called The Numbers. Thenumbers.com.
It's a little tricky because the way you talk about it, it sounds like you're just saying the numbers over and over again.
Yeah, it's called actually thenumbers.com.
Referencing the site.
Yeah, dude, I just don't think I don't think they know who the audience is for this movie, and even apparently black people did not like this. I don't blame them. If I was black, I'd hate a lot of this shit. That's things I hate. If I was black, I'd hate any kind of. I'd never like any mention of any of this N-word stuff. I would never like that. That would be like, maybe I'd be like I'd probably be like a black guy playing lacrosse. So I'm probably be the outside.
Well, the fact that you're even saying N-word is offensive.
I agree. I can't even say N-word. I don't even like it.
If I'm like some pro-black roots, Questlove kind of guy, I want to hear it all, you know? And the reason why is because I want you taken down because of it. Like I want you saying it.
You want to
I have a reason to get you canceled and shut down. Yeah. You keep playing this loophole. That's where you really piss me off.
Yeah, but also with this movie, it's first off, I hate this main character. He was in the Pokemon movie. He sucks. This guy sucks.
Fuck him.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
Well,
he should not be in any movies.
Black people.
He's not a likable character.
Black people in general do not like light-skinned black people.
No, he's like the exact
like Drake,
like epitome.
A lot of people do not fuck with that motherfucker. Despite
I don't know. I would say I think a lot of black people like Drake because of his not about his race, but it's about his clout. They like his clout. Same thing with like Eminem.
He's almost like too big to fail, but a lot of people hate that motherfucker.
I mean, they like Eminem because of his clout. You know, it's his clout. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. They're kind of blaming this on, we didn't have enough stars, movies like a stars, Justice Smith, David Attenborough. There are no stars. I agree with that.
Definitely. But there's a lot of movies that get made that don't have stars and they still can be successful.
Dude, I would say honestly, man, even American Fiction, like great movie. Like great movie. Are they stars? No, probably not.
Making it work, the whole system be fucked.
Dude, definitely I would say like of the past year, American Fiction, again, this is a black movie, and I'm a very, very white person. You can see on my camera, I'm a very, very white person. I love American Fiction. Loved it.
Yeah, I need to see that. Is that on Plex?
Yeah, I got that. I got it on there. It's a great movie, man. It's if I was a black person, I'd fucking love it because I totally agree with what they're talking about.
It depends on what kind of black person you are.
Well, just like they're saying how like everything you put out, and I've heard actual black people talk about this, how it's like, you think all our stories in America are slave stories or civil rights. Like we have other stories to tell, or gang violence. We have other stories to tell besides that, but that doesn't get any play. It's offensive.
Yeah, no one wants to hear about how John Washington Carver found out about how good peanut butter is.
Yeah. That's the thing is like, that's the best part of that movie.
That's what we really needed was instead of Barbenheimer, we needed peanut butter Heimer, where it was
Washington Carver
Christopher Nolan against the guy who came up with peanut butter.
Yeah, I guess I would be like, I'm sure if I was black, I'd be like a black nerd, but like, I'd be so offended by black culture. That's how I feel like I would be. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I would be so on the outside of what black culture is, because it is just like, I don't know, like, do you really want to promote like drug use and gang violence? Like, that's like what black culture does. It's terrible, that's not a good thing. By all accounts, we all know that's not a good thing, but that's like, perceived as cool in that culture. It's terrible.
Yeah, but it's not about
Terrible.
I don't think it's consciously a choice. I think it's just like a premeditated disposition that's forced and created upon them.
I guess
by-
so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with
By
that.
the system that has absolute control of whatever gets made. So whether you think something should be one or another, it doesn't matter. It's just like who's putting up the money.
Yeah, and it's also funny because I remember like in college, I was friends with like a couple of like black nerds.
Yeah, didn't they play Smash really well?
Yeah, they were like super big nerds, like super big nerds. They were so like,
One
and
of-
I was also
one
friends
of
with
the,
like
best
it's funny.
Smash players of all time.
Yeah, they were
black.
great.
So-
They were really good at Smash.
And also, a lot of good Street Fighter players are black.
No,
Street
yeah.
Fighter,
I don't think it
and
matters. I
Mortal
don't think it
Kombat.
matters, but like I remember
You know
like
what's weird?
actually
a lot of black nerds seem to like versus games, and
yeah.
part of it
Well, they like
probably is
Tekken,
to
they
get
like
to
that
beat the
shit.
shit out of some white character.
But also, it was like, so is this. I had friends that were like super black nerds, whatever. I don't care if a shit they're black or white. But then I had also friends that I would like smoke weed with, that would be kind of a quote unquote super black, super black culture. And
Like
the black
ghetto.
the black nerds, by the way, were so intimidated by the actual black, like that black people. So it was almost like a white
Yeah, so
nerd.
you got like
So it was
the-
kind of funny, like seeing that.
You got the like suburban black nerds versus the ghetto motherfuckers who aren't even
Yeah,
ghetto
dude,
at
and they're
all.
so uncomfortable around
If
it. And
you
also,
put those ghetto motherfuckers in a real like awful situation, they would get exposed so.
but also,
fucking
here's
bad.
the crazy point: the black nerds I knew, they were from like bad areas. So I mean, it wasn't like they weren't from bad areas either. They were just like regular. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just
Yeah.
that's what sucks about black
Well,
culture, man. I
when-
get
when
it. It's like
lived
if I
in,
was black, I would
Philly
hate that shit.
And used to buy weed from really shitty neighborhoods. The trick was I would walk around the streets like I was tweaking on some kind of drug or like I was retarded and all fucked up. And whenever I did that, nobody bothered me. Like no
No, that's a
no
good way to
matter
do
how
it.
like
I would totally do
pussy
that.
I
yeah.
look or like goofy and white. When I would do that like fake freak shit, they
But
just
even that,
they
man,
just
it-
looked at me like somebody who would just
I've heard
live
black
like around the
people-
way.
I've heard
And the
black
more I
people talk
did
about,
that,
like-
the more confidence I had. Then I rode through that motherfucker on a bike, and while I was riding that bike, they were like, "Yeah, no."
But I've heard black people talk
the
about like
fuck outta here.
white people being goofy and white. It's like, isn't that offensive? Isn't that racist? Like that's the other thing. Is like, isn't that racist to say
Yeah,
like?
but nobody
that's
cares about
racist,
reverse.
dude.
Nobody cares about reverse racism.
I guess
anymore.
not, because it's punching down, man. They're punching down.
That
Yeah,
used
look
to
at
be
this.
a thing during like Bill Maher's stuff with what the fuck was that show? Politically
Real
Incorrect,
Time.
all that crap. Yeah. Like
Great
reverse
show.
racism is not even a term anymore because it's obsolete. It's just like
I love.
you're,
I love.
you're a little clown motherfucker.
I do like Bill Maher. I think he's a little crazy with the religious.
Yeah,
The
he
atheist.
gets
He's. I mean, I think.
nuts.
I think atheist, like super
But
hardcore
his
atheists are
movie
like
Religulous
douchey.
had some good parts where like
Yeah, it was funny. It was a
he
fun watch,
interviewed
but
the
it was
guy
it's
who
douchey
had
too.
the whole dinosaur park where if dinosaurs and humans live together.
Right. But the fact is, I don't think most like Christians agree with that either, though. You know what I mean? Like
You know what
most
he is?
Christians don't
He's
agree
like,
with that.
He's like a combination of the guy who did the McDonald's documentary with the
Yeah,
fat
that
guy who
documentary's
did
great.
Bowling for Columbine. He's like a mixture of the two of them together.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're talking about what's his name? Fuck, man, holy shit.
From Michigan.
Yeah, the Michigan guy, the Flint, Michigan guy, Michael Moore.
Yeah, he's like a mixture of Michael Moore and the guy who did that McDonald's thing where he ate their food for
Dude,
like a
I
month
actually have to
straight.
say, like, I think Bill Maher and Michael Moore are kind of the same type of liberal that I feel like they're like I totally don't think they would agree with any of this crazy progressive liberalism. Like I know that with Bill Maher. I don't know about with Michael Moore. But yeah, I know Bill Maher doesn't agree with any of this crazy liberal shit nowadays. like now Bill Maher is like a fucking far right person, which is insane. Because a very liberal fucking person, as far as I think.
Yeah, but liberal back then is liberal than now.
No, yeah, liberal back 20 years ago is now right wing, which is
I
insane.
know.
It's insane. It's like it really is insane. Like that's where it's like. I mean, I personally like I don't like any of the conservative stuff, but I think most of these crazy fucking progressive liberals would think I'm a fucking right winger. That's like the crazy part about it. You know, like I feel like I'm progressive, but they would say I'm a fucking right wing Trump supporter. And I don't like Trump. I'll never like Trump. But I don't like Biden either. I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this control. I'm a libertarian at probably heart. You know, we have to fucking deal with. I mean, that's another thing. It's a silly thing to think we actually have control of our vote too. It's a silly thing. That's something I feel like no one talks about. It's the craziest part is our vote doesn't matter.
I don't know. When it comes to politics, I don't care about the party. I just want whoever's going to make my money more valuable. And
no, it doesn't matter. There's only fucking there's 200 people in the whole country that their vote actually matters. That's it. And no one talks about that. That's the truth. Like if you look into fucking the Constitution, look into the Electoral College. I can't get over this. Like people actually try to think that their vote counts. Your vote does not count. It's a poll. Our vote doesn't count. The only votes that count are Electoral College. And there is only in our state alone, there's only, what is it, like 20 something? So there's only 20 people in our state that their vote actually matters. Ours does not.
I don't think that matters either.
But it's funny how then they'll say oh, the election was rigged. Like even for the Trump shit, the election was rigged, all that shit. Like no, whatever. Your fucking rigging vote doesn't matter. There's fucking 20 people to vote in Arizona. You know, shit like that. It's crazy. Here we go. Look at this audience score. This is a verified audience. 26%. The critics percent is 28%. So this is a flop by all accounts. Come on. Magical Negroes. The best Magical Negroes on Kim Hill, and that's it. That was a good bit. I like that bit. Maybe I'm wearing some Chojin. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. I don't know if I'm sure about that.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing? You sure about that?
I said no gag gifts, and Julie gave me chode jeans, and I almost killed myself.
What are chode jeans?
Chode jeans. They're jeans for a chode. Size 54 waist, 10-inch legs, fucking junk. Julie.
Bullshit artist.
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 Bullshit
Bullshit
artist.
artist.
Bullshit artist.
You, sir, are a horseshit artist.
I call bullshit on that.
Bullshit artist. Bullshit artist.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet? Oh my God.
She definitely looks like a Muppet.
Yeah, that Muppet was. That Muppet was gotta
her.
be in the bookmark.
I can't stop laughing with that. That will never not be funny.
That and the Snoop Dogg one. I love that one where he freaks out on getting killed in his own game.
We end this now, Crow.
Hey, man, what you waiting on? Shoot this fool! Now!
Hey, yo, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Shoot this fool.
It's all yours.
Looks like you got a morale issue there, brother.
Fuck! Come on, man. Ain't no need for this. Just join with me. I earned the city fair and square.
You broke the code.
Fuck the code. D-Mob was always talking that old school loyalty bullshit. You from the streets, you know there's only one code out here that matters. Ride or get rolled on. Hey, hold on. Fuck this shit. Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man.
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Al Pacino thinks.
FEAR, F-E-A-R.
F-E-R.
That stands for false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
Romance, you know what it stands for? It stands for relying on magnificent and necessary compatible energy. Relationship, R-E-L-A-T-I-O-N-S-H-A-P. That stands for really exciting love affair, turns into nightmare, sobriety hangs in peril.
Oh, man. His acronyms are so accurate. Accurate acronyms. That's a tongue twister right there.
Yeah.
Jesus, though. It's so true, though.
I don't like Snoop Dogg getting murdered because he's got a lot of good shit.
Man, fuck this shit.
While he's in his like Chinese gold farming basement,
hanging out with probably Michael Vick, right?
I'm
sure he's done some dog fighting, right?
I think Snoop wowed.
Oh, maybe. Henry Cavill did.
Yeah, I know that. He almost lost on the Superman part because he was too distracted.
You know what? He probably should have kept rating. You know what I mean?
Oh, how was the Witcher with him?
The first season's kind of good. I kind of like that show.
Yeah,
the
I
first
heard
season.
it's not that bad, and the women in it look really fucking good.
Yeah, no. Yo, by the way, Snoop Dogg is also he did play Wardrograph.
He's a wower.
Well.
I fucking
He's a
know
wower. Yeah. You know who's also like there's a bunch of celebrity wowers. I think Zooey Deschanel is a celebrity wower.
Ugh, don't tell me that.
You don't mind her? You don't like her?
No, it's not that. It's like I do like her. She's like the pinnacle of all that hipster nerd.
She's got that pixie dream girl hot kind
exactly
of vibe, right?
Yeah, the like banged out.
Can I tell you the
sunshine? I'm gonna dye my hair orange next week type of shit.
Right. I'll tell you the celebrity wowers. It's quite the list. It's more than I thought. Obviously, we know Henry Cavill, and Henry Cavill, man. Like, I feel bad for him because I think he fits the role of a lot of the look. I think he's never been given the part to actually play. You know, maybe one day he'll actually get the part to actually play something good. He's old.
Oh, he is Superman. So much older. Oh my god! I fucking said that, and then I just realized he fucking was Superman.
Yeah, he's Superman. Yeah, he's Superman.
I fucking said it like he didn't play it already.
Well, he's not the best Superman though. Come on, we all know the best Superman out there is pretty clear.
Christopher
Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, that Tim Burton weird ass shit.
No, it's definitely Christopher Reeves. That's
You know what I like about Christopher Reeves? He went on I think
he's the best
either Carson or Letterman and just trashed Marlon Brando, saying,
"Yeah, dude, I'm telling you though, man, like
he didn't try. He showed up for the check." And I was like, "Fuck, man, this is like his first big movie, and he's out there saying all this shit on somebody who's so revered." Like,
dude, the truth is, man, watch Superman 1. Watch Superman 1. That movie's fucking great. I'm telling you, that movie is really good. It's like
I just respect the hell out of that motherfucker calling out that piece of shit, just showing up for the check and not bothering to care about the story or anything.
But you know what it feels like? You know how everyone loved like Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi, Spider-Man, like the first movie? That is like so much like Superman 1. It's like they're like this. They're very similar. It's strange to say.
Well, that franchise got pretty weird eventually.
But yeah, celebrities who play WoW, World of Warcraft, the best game of all time. Am I wrong on that? To me, I think I'm right. Best game of all time, World of Warcraft.
Speaking of which, we've got some old gameplay if you want to check it out.
I mean, is it the best game of all time? To me, it is. To me, it's like
no. I would
obviously
say the best game of all time is Super Mario.
Really, really, you think that?
I feel like that's when like games.
Personally,
really
what about
became
personally?
highly
Personally,
marketable and memorable.
Personally, what do you think the best game of all time? Personally, to your own opinion, what's your favorite game you've ever played of all time? I think it's
I
clear.
would say Halo, just because how much I played it and
Really, Halo over World of Warcraft. Halo over World of Warcraft.
well, Halo had more of a communal experience to it. You know, like do you remember when we were like fishers and hooking up those two TVs to
Oh yeah. I've talked about that with like people, like how we used to play like real time
we
multiplayer.
almost like created online gaming.
Yeah, we had real time
in like a
multiplayer.
physical space.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And also we're just like drinking like 30 packs of Coors Light and
Yeah, while you're like 17 years old. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
17, drinking beers.
by the way,
playing
his
Halo
father
2.
could kill
Halo
like,
1.
a 30 pack in a night.
I watched
like,
him
that
drink it.
motherfucker could just destroy liquor. Like
You know, I watched him
These
drink
days-
like a full 12 pack, and I'm not talking a real 12 pack. I'm talking like the tall boys that are like, you know, twice the size, basically 24 beers. I saw him drink 24 beers in like fucking 12 minutes. You know, like something like, and then like watch the Giants. I went to a Giants game where the Giants beat the shit out of the Vikings in the playoffs. I watched his dad drink like 24 beers.
no, I've seen him demolish like packs. And the bodies are all over the floor, you know.
Yeah, here's the game I went to. The game I went to was 30. It was 31. Oh no, this is no.
Yeah, if I'm thinking like memorable games,
It was crazy.
It's Halo.
Beat the shit.
It's Mortal Kombat 3. I went to a birthday party at Rich Gelsman's house. That was like peak Mortal Kombat. And at his birthday party, we had like a mini tournament. And it was fucked up. Like it was
By the
like
way,
fucked up. Everybody like picked their characters are gonna play and shit, and we had like tiers
This
of
is the
who was
game I
gonna
went to.
play who. It was fucking crazy.
this right here is the game I went to. By the way, I saw this playoff game in person. The 41-0 win over the Giants. I saw this, by the way. Like
Kerry Collins was a bad motherfucker.
Kerry Collins beat
when he
the
was
shit.
on.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of the Vikings.
He could either look like the worst quarterback in the league or the best quarterback in the league. You just had to get him on the right day.
Like, look at this. I saw Ike Hilliard score 2 fucking touchdowns for 155 yards. Toomer for basically 100 yards. Like, by the way, Amani Toomer was probably my favorite receiver for the Giants of all time. I'd probably put that up there. Always loved Amani Toomer.
My favorite is
Hilliard was always up there too.
My
Like, these
favorite
are
is
like, this is like my team. This right here is my team.
my favorite is Victor Cruz.
Again, always liked Ron Dane. Always liked Tiki Barber.
Yeah, but Victor Cruz was.
You like Victor Cruz? I never kind of liked him. I don't know. I was always kind of like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, the dance was kind of lame.
The dancing
but
stuff always
the
bothered me.
production was nuts.
But yeah, best games of all time. I'm trying to go through this. I found a list. Found a list. Best games of all time. Best video games
Super
of all
Smash, I think, should be up there. That's really
Super
good.
Smash is great. Great game.
But then I don't even want to like put sport games into this mix because it feels like a whole other thing. But
Hold on.
Do you
What
remember
game
when
would
we
you?
used to have,
Hold on. What's the sports game out of all these things? What's the sports game that comes to mind the most? To me, it's obvious.
Madden.
No. I don't even think Madden. I think it's like 2K2 on Dreamcast.
Oh well,
the Dreamcast
I
NFL
didn't know
game.
you're going that far back. Yeah.
That comes to mind. Like that comes to mind. Like with what's his name on the Vikings?
Randy Moss?
Yeah, like Randy Moss. That whatever that year is on the Vikings. That's like the game.
No, the craziest was Michael Vick.
And then the Tiger Woods mixed place.
Like,
the Tiger Woods
Michael
fucking game is
Vick-
really good too. I totally
Michael
agree.
Vick was just so cheap. You could run forever.
it was, like,
and
crazy.
never get tackled.
Best video games of all time, though.
But also
Super
his
Mario-
arm strength was
Oh man, I
insane
don't
to
agree
the
with this.
point Where
I don't agree with this at all.
you could like run back 40 yards and chuck some shit and hits like Algie Crumpler at tight end for an 80-yard touchdown. It just
So here's
didn't
my
matter.
here's my issue with Super Mario 64. I never liked Super Mario 64. I was so like dead set on like the SNES Super Mario Brothers that when this came out, I didn't like it. I didn't
I feel
like
like
the
that
3D.
came out
Didn't
around
like
the
it.
same time as some Donkey Kong re-release too.
I was still on the Super Nintendo stuff. I never
What
I
was
was like,
that
why
Donkey
play
Kong
this?
fucking
Donkey Kong
Donkey
Country.
Kong 64.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, this game is great. Even as I mean, like I never played this, but I watched.
I
people
never
play it
played.
on
Honestly,
64.
I've never played Zelda. I watched my cousin
This is
and
a
other
great
people
game.
play Ocarina of Time, and I didn't know what was going on, but it looked awesome.
Yeah, I watched. I remember like getting like probably the first time I smoked weed. I watched people play Zelda Ocarina of Time at Jesse Carvello's house when he had a birthday party.
Yeah,
Secretly
that was
getting
probably
high.
when he showed his cousin.
It probably was 19. It was
Cousin's,
probably 1999.
jackass stuff called bitch fuck.
Yeah, he probably. So my cousin was probably.
It was like a
fucking girl on
weird
camera.
mix of jackass and a sex tape, and it was called bitch fuck.
Now this one, man, I
Well,
like
wasn't that
this
Timko?
game.
That was Mark
Yeah,
Timko.
my cousin. Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah, I gotta
Super
say,
Mario
bitch
World.
fuck. Bitch fuck is a great name for that type of shit.
Yeah, it's a good. That's a good name for
Like
the
borderline,
Jack. That was a good
retarded,
name.
psycho. I'm gonna hurt myself stuff. I mean, bitch fuck works perfectly.
Definitely.
And it's like kind of trailer trashy, even though there's no trailers involved.
Oh well, basically. Oh my God, Mixaplex! You bring up CKY, dude. I have the videotapes. I have VHS tapes of CKY.
Yeah.
CKY, by the way, was they're from Westchester, in Pennsylvania, which is like 30 minutes from here.
Yeah, bam.
You know, like where I'm living at is 30 minutes from CKY, where they actually film things. We are like the height of CKY.
No, I know. I
And
had
I
some
love-
horrible adjacent CKY stuff. Like I had
Dude, we have all the
like
videotapes.
Gabe
I
came
still
to
do.
my house and we lit a trampoline on fire and jumped off into it and almost burnt my house down. And my mom said like he could never come over here again. But then
Yeah,
also
I
I,
mean,
had
like-
that trampoline in my backyard and we jumped off the roof of my house onto the trampoline. That didn't even get used. And
Well, this is
somebody
actually
could have
also kinda
died
crazy, man.
or like broken their neck from that shit.
This is CKY #1, which I have on. I have this like at home here. This is worth $100 right now on eBay. I have this
Nice.
tape. I have this tape. Like, I bought it at a skate shop nearby. Like, I have this. I bought it, like a long time ago.
Yeah, we all used to like try. I mean, I could like skate a little bit, but then there was
Well, I never
motherfuckers
liked the skating. I was like
remember
Brandon
Arjun
DiCamillo.
Shaw.
Yeah. I always like Brandon
Arjun
DiCamillo.
Shaw was like a
Ugh.
fucking prodigy.
Yeah. And there's a lot. I don't think he ever did anything with that, but
He did like vert stuff, like the ramp shit, you know. He
yeah.
was
I
more
mean,
for that.
if you search Crazy Mike, Mike Gaboff, he is. I mean, I've done backyard wrestling with Mike Gaboff. He's a totally retarded person. I would consider him a retard, like a Down syndrome patient, but he's done stuff. Like he's now like kind of famous. I think he's kind of not.
Well,
I don't
he
know.
was on this reality TV show with some fake-titted blonde girl called like Rock for Love, I think.
Yeah, here's Crazy Mike.
And he was only on for like an episode or
Teens
two.
and young adults.
Yeah, he was like a friend of ours.
I'll be back. I got
Kind of. Is he kind? I mean, I don't. I can. I mean, like, I've done so many things with him. Like, I've talked to him like in recent years too. But Mike gave up.
Performing extreme. Watch this guy. Oh, doesn't look like he got that hurt, but they're performing these jackass type stunts. Are they pushing the envelope and taking Daredevil to a new level? Or are these kids just doing stupid acts that put their lives in unnecessary danger?
Because they do wind up on places like YouTube and people watch them. Let's join right now Mike Gaboff. He's a stunt performer and co-owner of the group We Play Crazy at WePlayCrazy.com. And Sandy Rios, Fox News contributor and president of the Culture
from our
Campaign as
town.
well. Over this way, Mike.
Okay, cool.
All right, Mike, we've been looking at some of your
Totally
work
retarded person,
over the last 90 minutes or so. People might look at it and say, why is he doing that stuff? He's going to kill himself.
Yeah, they don't know the preparation I take to these stunts. So like everyone sees like stunt and they're like, oh, look at this stupid.
He takes zero preparation. No, I'm gonna like tell you that right now. Zero preparation. So mind you that. Zero.
Like this one where you're on
Is
fire.
this
Basically
you?
retarded.
Yeah.
You jump into
Look how perfect that was. See, I landed in the water. I'm fine. I get up.
Yeah, but
Mike,
what about...
you are on fire though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about the kid who
Look
tries
at
this at home?
Look at a stomp pad. I go in the stomp pad and the baby pool right next to it, so it's all preparated.
But Mike, what about the kid at home who says, hey, I'm going to light myself on fire just like Mike Gaboff did, and then the baby pool like suddenly isn't there?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen either way. So I have no sympathy for those kind of kids. That do things on their own. Because Jackass already hit the airwaves.
Yeah.
People are gonna do this no matter what.
Well, Sandy Rios joining us right now from Chicago. Sandy, you got a problem with what Mike's doing?
I do have a problem with what Mike's doing. I was just thinking, I bet Mike drives a really nice car because he probably makes some good money doing this.
He's actually
and
going
would
to
he
jail.
enjoy filming,
I think he's in
wrecking
jail.
his brand new car or taking a sledgehammer? He has a young, beautiful new body, 21 as I understand.
20.
And they're filming every time they wreck his body or do something to it. They're filming. They're zooming in on the blood. They're describing it. There is more here than a well-executed stunt. There is something about the smell of injury and the enjoyment of the voyeurism of injury that's the part that bothers me.
Okay, but Sandy, let me ask you this, because I know one of Mike's arguments is that, hey, NASCAR drivers also have that sense of thrill that they need, to somehow crave and satisfy, and they get injured too.
Yes, but see, to me, there's a very fine difference, Gretchen. It's one thing to train and execute a stunt, whether you're, a NASCAR driver or whatever dangerous sport someone might engage in, and to watch somebody pull that off. It's very different to take the camera and zoom in on the injury and describe the bones and to enjoy watching somebody.
Yeah, we actually, this was during our time of knowing him. He jumped off the. I remember
hurt,
that.
and that's what Mike and his friends are doing. And I think that's very different.
And Sandy, in fact, we're looking at this vending
Yeah, that
machine.
was bad. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
You fell on your face.
I actually have a Band-Aid on my face because of that. I'm not trying to be like Nelly. Just let everyone know.
You wound up with $12,000 worth of facial damage
about that.
from this thing. Here's a problem, Mike. A lot of people have. Their kids watch that. They think, oh, that's so funny. I'm going to do something like that, and they wind up getting hurt.
Yeah, but it's already out. It's on TV. People know about it. So whether I do stunts or not, people know about it. So it's going to be done. So we can sit here, talk about why I'm doing this and kids that are going to, the stunts I do affect.
Well, I gotta pull this up.
Yeah,
I gotta pull this up.
It's like the same format that the guy from Cumtown had stuff on.
Well, I gotta pull this up because this is relevant. And
Yeah, but I remember,
recently, he was arrested for robbing a bank in New Jersey here. Arrested here. There you go. Stuntman Crazy Mike arrested 2 years ago. That's how this all works out, man.
Yeah, I remember some of the things that I filmed was we went to. Remember that church that was
Sure, the Presbyterian church here. Yeah.
We used to do some bush jumping there, which was pretty much like you kind of fake like you're going to do a skateboard trick, and then there's hedges around it that are safe to fall in that will actually. And I don't think people talk about this, but it's like it looks reckless, but then you know that there's like just vegetation that's gonna
break your
carry
fall.
your body in case you fall into it.
Oh
And
yeah. I mean, I've done like
and
backyard
some of that
wrestling,
shit though is like thin, and you fall right through it and hurt yourself really bad. And some of it is like almost like falling on a cloud, and it's really soft and nice.
Right.
And then we
Most
did
of
this
it's
one
not.
scene that didn't even get used for the compilation where I rode full speed down Evan Teal's road. I forget the name of it. Agris maybe. And there was like somebody had thrown out a stove, and I rode my bike as fast as I could straight into the stove and smashed my face right into it.
Oof.
They didn't even fucking use it.
Ooh, that sucks.
So a lot of times, like, they do horrible, reckless shit, and it doesn't even make the cut of whatever you're seeing in the end.
Right. Oh,
That's
exactly.
how bad it is. Like, you're doing like horrific, awful shit to your body, and a lot of it doesn't even make the final cut because it just wasn't good enough. But you still go
Right.
through like the pain of all of it.
Exactly. It's terrible. Terrible.
And they had some fucked up shit where they had John Smith come over my house, and I really didn't want them to do this, but they made him jerk my dog's like Red Rocket penis off with some peanut butter, and
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm sure this
they
is,
didn't even use it. That's what's so disgusting and fucked about the whole thing is like they did all that and it didn't even make the cut.
And isn't this called? Is it We Play Crazy? Is that what he called himself? We Play Crazy?
I don't know, but I remember there was a section of it where Amanda Lee Bryant was like
There you go. I found it. Dude.
on the
Isn't it
road.
crazy, dude. This is. You know what's funny about this, man? Look at this. I found this on eBay. Look at the price for this. We Play Crazy. This is in our town. What you're talking about?
You can get
We Play
it
Crazy on eBay for $139. The DVD. The Gave
Oh,
Up
that's
Brothers.
expensive. Jesus Christ.
It's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, but you can get Amanda
it's
Lee
crazy.
like prime Amanda Lee Bryant titties.
Well, yeah.
She
Oh,
looks
yeah. I remember
so fucking good.
Remember that. New Babes.
And
Oh,
I
yeah.
never understood like why she wanted to do
Got
that.
some
I
big
think
ass
part of
tits.
it was where she lived because it was close to the Teals and stuff, and also she went to this.
I remember
phase
seeing
where
her.
she was
I remember
like a
seeing
big
those at a
nerd.
party. I remember seeing those at a party where it's funny. I feel bad for these girls, like these little high school girls. They get like I remember her showing those tits like multiple times. Like she showed those. I've seen those tits
I remember at Evan
multiple
Teal's
times.
house, and they were showing the video, and
Multiple times.
I was just thinking like
Great tits too. Great tits, but
like you don't need to do this.
totally peer pressured tits.
Is that
right there.
Laserdisc?
No, it's a DVD for he was his DVD. DVD.
You know what's fucked
$139.
up? It's like
Not
he
worth
gave
it.
me like a free version of the shit, and I should have just saved it because
Should've saved
I
it.
didn't realize how much.
I mean, I know I have.
in the low pop.
Like, I know I have all the. I have CKY 1, 2, 3, and 3, which are better than Gabe Off. That was like just a rip off.
Yeah, but
Like I have all those.
I know, like all the stuff we
tapes.
did was just a
Yeah.
complete. But then again,
But all the real shit, I actually have tapes of. I have like CKY 1, 2, and 3.
And you know,
I also have
Jackass
to
was
say, like,
just CKY elevated.
well, they like ripped it all. Jackass like ripped off CKY.
Yeah, but it
And I
was
remember-
safer and more
It
presentable.
was like a, yeah. Oh, I totally still have them. I definitely do. Also, I like the band. The band's not bad. The 96 Quite Bitter Beings. Not a bad song right there. That's a good song. Good song. They got that little what is it? It's like an octave pedal on their guitar. That makes it sound like it's like deeper. It's a great song. Let me find it. I could probably find it. 96 Quite Bitter Beings. Great song.
And all this came out around the same time as GTA stuff.
Oh yeah, kind of similar. Great riff to play. Got that Pennsylvania plates, Westchester.
The skating shit. Actually, I got pretty decent at skating to where I could ollie over stuff.
I mean, I think this song is like legit pretty awesome too.
With my perceptions and a mix down 20 miles through the sticks to the cloudy town of Bellevue.
Oh, J-Rock, man. You like that J-Rock Trailer Park Boys shit right there? A Mixplex? Get that J-Rock reference right there. I love that J-Rock. Yeah, this song's good. This song is really good. Get that jalapeno chips right there. Get some jalapeno chips out for CKY. Maybe I'm retarded. I could be retarded.
I'm retarded?
Before we begin, I just want to congratulate Harvey and his wife Georgina on the birth of their new baby boy.
Thank you.
Harvey gave us just what we needed, another hymn.
Finally, I'd like to thank Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher, that's his nickname. The Punisher, yes.
Harvey, if I keep thanking you in public, people think we're having an affair. But nonetheless, if you're choosing sides in the playground before a scrap, I would like to have Harvey Weinstein and Graham King on my side.
Harvey Weinstein, Bob Weinstein, God bless them.
My friends at Miramax for making this film, especially Harvey. And
Harvey, thank you for killing whoever you had to kill to get me up here today.
And to Harvey Weinstein, the tough guy on the playground with the biggest heart. Thank you for saying you do anything for your friends, and you always do. Thank you.
And then Harvey Weinstein.
And Harvey Weinstein. Harvey and Bob Weinstein. Everyone.
Thank you, Harvey Weinstein.
I want to thank Harvey and Bob Weinstein, my agent Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher, Old Testament, I guess.
Especially the bomber Weinstein, my godfather.
Is it better than I do?
Sometimes I call him Jennifer. It's a pet name.
Okay.
I would like to thank Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein, who believed in us and made this movie.
Harvey, thank you to Harvey.
How about the little animation I made there? It's a great animation, right? What do you think about this, Lovitz? This little clip. Nice little simple animation, right? Love it. All right, love. I gotta go, man.
All right.
Talked about CKY enough. Thanks for coming out.
We cut it a lot. Rest in peace, OJ.
Yeah, R.I.P. OJ. We'll always love you. Love all the
great running back, better actor.
Running back. Kill all the people you want. You'll be fine.
Fuck Adam Schefter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck. Oh god. Yeah. Fuck that Jew. Oh, did I say that?
I didn't say that. You
I didn't
said
say
that.
that out loud.
You said that.
Did I? Shit. Don't put that evil on me.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on us.
Yeah, Mike's a plex. I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
Yeah. He's coming for you. No, I think he was only trying to mess with you.
No, the syrup ain't safe, bitch.
This syrup ain't safe. All right, well, until next time, we're Wizard_Shack. Until next time, I'll see you later. See you guys. Peace.